The lights, the noise, the excitement. You may think I'm talking about a big city or the next great thrill ride. What I'm really talking about is the environment inside arcades, and small neighborhood arcades in particular. Arcades in America are constantly being closed down due to cost, advertising trouble, or general disinterest. Places like Gemini Arcade Palace are constantly in danger of becoming just a distant, nostalgic memory. What is the draw of the arcade for you?
It's probably the fact that there's certain games you can't really get at home that you can get at the arcade. And it's more of an interactive experience. It's not just going there to play the games. There's usually each arcade has its like regulars that frequent it usually the weekend or like weeknights or something like that. And you usually just go there and hang out and make new friends.
Do you believe that the small arcade is dying in America?
Small arcade is definitely dying in America compared to Asian countries or even some European countries like the UK. The arcades are more thriving there, but the biggest attraction here is what with the online gaming with you don't even have to leave your house to interact with someone over a headset on a 360 or a PS3. So the only attraction for arcades in America is just the fact that you can win prizes by getting tickets, and even that's starting to lose its appeal to most of the regular arcade goers.
What is the draw of the arcade for you?
The draw is really just one game. I would say it's ITG. It's more like a rush, kind of.
Can you describe that game?
ITG, I guess you can compare it to DDR, any of the DDR games, but ITG is a better version of it, and then it's just more of a universe for songs, and then there's just a giant community that people know, and they just play it and get better and better. So
Gemini and places like it offer modern dance and video games. It gives young people a chance to get out of the house and meet others with their interests. It puts a modern spin on the idea of the classic neighborhood arcade. But what of the games of old? The classic games our parents spent their pocket change on? The Pinball Hall of Fame offers visitors a chance to step into the past by offering classic games and machines, as well as modern versions.
I'm Tim Arnold. I'm the director of the Pinball Hall of Fame. We're the world's first and largest pinball museum here in Las Vegas. What it is a big, huge building with about 250 pinball machines and classic video games. We like to call it the last real arcade in America because we don't have dance machines or kung fu games. We just have the old school video games and pinball machines. We also don't have tokens or swipe cards or an admission at the door. It's just like what it used to be, where you would walk into a pinball arcade for free and play the games by putting quarters, not tokens, in the machines.
And how did you come to create the Pinball Hall of Fame?
This is a project of the Las Vegas Pinball Collectors Club, which is a not-for-profit group of pinball collectors here in Las Vegas that got together and decided that it was kind of stupid to have this many machines and not do anything with them.
Do you believe small arcades are dying in America?
It's a real tough time to be in the arcade business because back in the day when arcades were doing extremely well, there wasn't as much other entertainment. There wasn't home video game systems like the Xbox, there wasn't 3D movies, there wasn't go-kart tracks, there wasn't any of the stuff that competes with arcades now. I think the kids have also moved on. They look at a classic arcade as being something that their parents went to back in the day, and that their tastes have changed.
How would you compare the Pinball Hall of Fame to other arcades that don't have as wide of a selection?
place compared to everywhere else is unique in the sense that we're bringing back that nostalgic sense of you know, like let's go hang out. Not just to play the games, but to hang out with your friends. It's a great venue for tourists. We're just 2 miles from the Strip. We do have the largest collection in the world. The only thing is we need to bring it here. You know, we just picked up another venue at the Riviera, so we do have a smaller annex on the Strip, about 45 machines. And this place here, we could potentially bring up to 400 machines in here. We're at about 250 right now.
Is this your first time to the Pinball Hall of Fame?
No, I've been here a few times before. I've always found it very entertaining and really draws me in, you know?
How does the Pinball Hall of Fame compare to other arcades around town?
Well, it's got a wider range of more vintage games, you may say, mixed with the newer ones. Predominantly pinball, of course, but there's also, well, you can see these here. You got Dr. Mario, Missile Command over there. It's cool.
Do you believe arcades, and specifically small arcades, are dying in America?
Yeah, definitely. You got, you know, the Xbox, PS3. People get on Xbox Live, PlayStation Network, play Call of Duty instead of coming and playing air hockey, pinball, you know, bonding with them. They're just talking online with everyone and meeting each other.
Places like Gemini and the Pinball Hall of Fame offer a place to seek camaraderie, friendship, a place to take a family, or even just a place to satisfy that feeling of nostalgia. The visitors to the arcades are loyal, and the arcade is a part of their life. What would happen if the current trend is carried out and small arcades are extinguished by home video game systems and other modern options? And what do you think the effect will be if arcades cease to exist in American neighborhoods?
I think it'll give a lot of people, it'll leave them without a place to go and socialize.
Well, the community would die for any IGG player if they can't find any nearby spots. It would be less fun. You know, people might start doing maybe hang out with some bad crowds. You know, maybe go to like a bad party. They wouldn't if they went to the arcade, or you know, because the arcade's like a safe spot to hang out and a cool place to get friends together, and it's just a nice community. If we get rid of that, then it kind of sucks.
It's hard to say. You probably won't see a lot of arcades popping up because it's a cost issue, it's a tech issue, and it's just, you know, people can, the video games especially, people can sit at home and, you know, they have video game packages. You can play 200-300 games on one time.
Well, there'll be a whole community that's just kind of ceasing to exist because there's a community around arcades. Some of them run tournaments for games. It's a nice sort of subset of the gaming community.
I don't know. I look at the fact that there's only one pinball company still making pinball machines, and I think that's not a good sign that sooner or later, if there isn't some kind of a pickup in the arcade business, it's just all going to close up and they'll turn all the arcades into something else, carpet stores or something else, who knows.